Just like that, all of a sudden, each Fed member is starting to feel very hawkish. What's going on, y'all? My name is Kevin Weedmark, aka the Mortgage Mouth, coming to you. Another episode of the Daily Dose. Hit that subscription button so you never miss a beat. And the big news of the day is several Fed members coming out saying, I'm glad Powell said we're not going to potentially do a December cut. Other Fed members said, I did not want one in the last Fed cut. And the reality is this: as much as the media wants to paint the picture that inflation is coming back in line, as much as traders want to say, no, the Fed cut is a foregone conclusion in December, the reality is inflation is a problem. That CPI number that came out, not this past Friday, but the previous, indicating that Supercore, which extracts shelter, is accelerating. That is a huge problem. It has caught the attention of all the Fed members. And frankly, I don't think they should have cut this past time either. Inflation is an issue. It has been sticky for the last 3 years. It does not seem to have the ability to get below 2.7% to the 2% mandate. And if that is going to continue, unless we see an economy and jobs actually just bottom out, plummet, then there is no reason for the Fed to panic and start lowering interest rates. So, what we're going to experience from an interest rate standpoint are elevated interest rates. It is going to be the new norm until we get data that clearly indicates that inflation is coming back around. It is coming down, not just sticky, not flat, but actually retreating. We're not going to get this until we get those non-farm payroll numbers. So until we get that government data that clearly shows this economy is headed toward a recession or inflation starts coming down, there is no future Fed rate cuts. You heard it here first. Now, that doesn't mean that interest rates can't move, because obviously they can be very volatile given geopolitical things and other data that comes out. But mark my words, as far as a significant ceiling or a new significant floor, we're going to have to wait for that government to open and for a series of data to make that mental switch. All right, y'all, have a good night. Make sure you lock these valleys and you float the peaks as long as you can. You need a strategy, you need to call me. I got you. I'll talk to you soon. Talk to you tomorrow, actually, with another episode of the Daily Dose. Subscribe. Cheers.